What's up everybody, it is Dankamyouknow and I am back with another video, and what we're going to be doing today is changing out my CPU cooler fan. So I am now going to have Noctua fans all around. That means the front, the top, the bottom, the rear, and now the CPU cooler fan are all going to be Noctua Chromax fans. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm now going to take off the 4 screws that hold the fan in, and one's going to be right there, one's going to be right there, and keep in mind they are the black screws. There's the third one, and then there is the 4th. Keep in mind I am not taking off these ones. These are going to be for the heat sink, and the black screws are going to be for the fan. So let's go ahead and let's take that off. So the stock Omen fan is now off of the CPU cooler, and it actually is a Cooler Master fan, but we are going to be putting in a Noctua Chromax fan, and that is going to match all of the other fans in the computer now. And I even have a front mounted Noctua fan, because if you remember from my previous videos, I had the stock Omen fan mounted in front, but I want to get rid of all those, and I want all Noctua fans. And I want this thing to be as quiet as possible. And one thing to note with installing this Chromax by Noctua fan is you're not going to use the supplied bolts, the screws that come with the Chromax fan or the Noctua fan. So we're just going to put those to the side and save those, but we're going to reuse the stock screws that came with this fan. So there are these little screws, because you'll find that the thread pitch is much smaller and much more fine than those. And one thing you're going to have to do is when you mount the fan up to the CPU cooler, you're going to have the screw in like that, and you're going to have a screwdriver that is thin enough to basically fit through this side. See how it slides through, grabs the screw, and that's going to thread into the cooler. For some reason, I can't get it to focus. I'm sorry. There we go. And I don't have a micrometer, but I would guess this is about 3 millimeters. Maybe 3 to 4 millimeters, somewhere in there. So you just want to make sure you have a screwdriver that's going to fit through that hole and make it through the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and get this mounted up. And yeah, let's get into it. And just to give you an idea of what I was talking about, the screw is now sitting just very loose within there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed my screwdriver through, connect it with that, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one-handed. Oh, actually I got it to catch. So just thread it in, and then I'm just going to do it probably just a little bit hand tight. And I've only got this side in, but that is basically how this is going to thread in. So let me get the other 2 in and go on from there. So I probably should have mentioned that when you install a square fan like this on this heatsink, it is going to be at a tilt. It's just the way it's going to be, and as long as it serves its function and it's going to keep my computer quieter, I'm okay with the tilt. And I actually think it looks kind of cool like that, so I'm gonna rock it. It works much better than the stock fan, so it's gonna stay like that. And unfortunately, Noctua cables are extremely long, so you can see I kind of have it tucked under there, and then I have a zip tie right here trying to keep it as clean as possible, and it actually doesn't look too bad. And then I also got the 92 millimeter Noctua fan mounted right here with double-sided tape, like I've been doing, and then it is Y-split into my front fan port with my bottom fan. You can see the cable coming up here, and then it goes into the Y-split, and it's plugged in there. So everything's all back together, so I'm gonna plug everything back in and then boot it up and see what it sounds like. So here goes the first boot with the new CPU fan and my new front Noctua fan. Let's see how it goes. And the fans are probably going to ramp up a little bit like they always do. And they just settle down, and wow, the machine is extremely quiet. I cannot believe how loud that stock CPU cooler fan is. And I tried to film this and get it on camera with my condenser mic. Unfortunately, I just could not pick it up. But trust me when I tell you that this computer is now dead silent. It sounds fantastic, and how it should sound. And this is now a Noctua Omen. Got the bottom, the front, CPU cooler, the top, and the rear. Oh yeah. So the side panel is back on, and the computer is now remarkably quiet. And I mean, with the Noctua Chromax fans set to turbo in the Omen command center, it is much quieter than the stock HP fans were at normal. And that just goes to show you the quality of these Noctua fans, and I would recommend them time and time again. And even though they are anywhere from, you know, $10 to $25 a fan, it is well worth the investment. And I only wish I would have installed all of these sooner, because my computer is now dead quiet, and it is so nice to be next to this computer now. And as far as a temperature drop, I am seeing a 1 to 2 Celsius drop all around, and that's at idle and even in game and under load. So not a huge improvement, but you know, any little change I can get, I will take. So I am very happy with the results of this $20 modification. Well, if you have any questions or concerns, please comment down below. And if you like the video, please feel free to give it a like rating and subscribe if you are new. And I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day.